Yo, what's up guys? Welcome back to another Redstone map showcase here in Minecraft. Today, we're going to be taking a look at a Suburban Redstone house. This house is realistic and it's filled with a lot of advanced Redstone creations. And also, the download is available for you guys to enjoy. Yes, finally I am putting the download. I am back, and since I've been gone for so long and sort of like not uploading, I decided to release the download for you guys to enjoy as an apology for not being around so much. But either way, the house is created by RaddyGuy01. I just added in the redstone, and just go ahead and smack the like button if you want to see more. I'll give you guys a couple seconds to do it. 3, 2, 1. I hope you smack the like button because I will be really sad. But either way, let's check out the house. This house is going to be really cool. I personally love the Suburban design. If you guys don't know what that means, it pretty much just means it looks something like this. It's not modern. It's sort of like an old style traditional Minecraft house, and I mean the bricks of it just looks amazing. And we're on a custom map as well as we're using a custom texture pack, which I will link all down below. Don't worry about that. But yeah, I mean this thing just works so well together, and I'm so happy with this creation. So yeah, this is basically how the house looks straight around. And what I did was included redstone at the top floor, bottom floor, and also a basement area. I wanted to jam pack as much redstone into the first floor as possible, because normally houses would just like jam it all underground, which I don't think counts as a redstone house. But either way, this is going to be the Suburban house. Let's check out the front door. Okay, so the front door is blocked off by iron bars, which is going to be our first redstone creation. Now we actually have a switch to turn off the iron bars and open up the doors, and it's going to be right here by the tree. And basically we need to grab ourselves a redstone torch, place it on the bottom log of the tree. It's going to pop down and then open up that front door. As you guys can see, the iron bars are now moving away down into the ground, and then we could walk on in. So check this out guys. We need to come over here onto the ground, hit that button, and turn on the lights in the wall. And it took a really long time to fit this lighting here because there's just so much redstone. But either way, we could then hit this button to reclose that door. It closes a lot quicker than it opens up. That way your enemies can't like charge in, and this is like perfect for adventure mode. Obviously you could use a pickaxe and like break through, but houses like this and maps like this in general is usually made for adventure mode. Now this is the inside of the house, and as you guys can see, it just looks freaking awesome. Let's check out this room on the left hand side first. It's going to be our small hallway / living room. We have another light switch right here on the wall. You may not be able to see it, but it turns on the lights right over here. Then inside the bedrooms as well as down the hallway. Now we have another redstone creation over here, which is going to be a storage system, and we simply right click on that button. It opens up an area where you have 3 double pistons, or double chests, excuse me, and then these are using slime blocks. So I mean, we can just keep all of our items here and sort of hide them from our enemies, and it's just a really large storage area. And it's also really cool because you can go ahead and right click on that and push our bookcases back down, so it's sort of like hidden, but obviously someone will try to you know, click on that button. So what you could do is like decorate this and maybe kind of throw them off. But either way, that is our hidden storage system. We now have our bedroom over here, the first bedroom in the house, and this is going to contain another redstone creation, which is going to be an armor stand swapper. If you're not familiar with this, it basically allows you to swap between different armors. So if I go ahead and right click on that button, it switches between the black armor to the just regular armor stand with no armor on it. So we can go into our menu and place a diamond chest plate on there, and then click on that. It goes away. It swaps between the other armors, and now we have this particular armor, which is going to be the iron. It's just retextured. And then this is the gold. So we could swap between 3 different armor stands, and it's really cool for just having different outfits in Minecraft and just changing up your character every day depending on your adventure. But either way, that is the first bedroom. It is nicely decorated, and this is the lighting system, which is turned off by yet again using that button. But either way, let's move on to the next room, and right next to it, it's going to include a small library with an enchantment table right at the center. And in order to get like higher level enchantments on this enchantment table, we went ahead and added in, or I went ahead and added in this hidden enchantment table bookcases thing. So basically, you just place down a torch right over there, and it pops up some extra bookcases. That way you could pretty much just enchant from 8 to 30 levels, which you couldn't have done if you know, the bookcases weren't there. So yeah, that's basically what that's used for. It's sort of like a nice little creation that's just added to this one room, and I thought it was really cool. Okay, so now let's go to the next bedroom over here. This is just going to be a basic bedroom. We have a few minor decorations, but no redstone because there is just redstone already in this spot, which we'll get to a bit later. But yet again, it has the lighting in the ceiling, which is turned on by the switch. And also, if I didn't show you guys, there's also another one over there as well. Okay, so down this hallway, we have our bathroom. It looks pretty good, especially with this texture pack. We have a working toilet. We can, of course, open up that toilet and drop down our items to get sucked into the hopper. And then we have some curtains over here to hide anyone from peeking in while you're pooping or showering. And then we have a sink, as well as a little button over here to turn the, you know, bath on and off. So yeah, it's really cool. Now we can go back to the other side of the house and take a look at some of the other redstone creations. And also, we can right click on that button to kind of turn off the lighting. As you guys can see, there is some delay on it. That way, the hallway looks really epic when you're turning it on and off. But either way, let's come back over here and walk straight forward into our kitchen. Now, this kitchen is going to have a light switch right over here. The light switch, or the lights, are actually under the carpet because I can fit them on the ceiling. But either way, this is how the kitchen looks. It has a working barbecue grill, or just a working stove with an output system. And to use this, you want to go ahead and just grab some fuel. It doesn't really matter what fuel it is. And then you also want to grab some items you want to cook or smelt. Now, what's cool about this is that it's sort of like realistic. So if you go back into this chest over there, and then you place the coal, it will automatically distribute the coal between the two furnaces at the bottom, and then you simply just drop your raw pork chops on top of the grill, and that will automatically start cooking and be dispensed in this area. So we're gonna wait for this and also play some music in the background, note blocks to be specific. And then once it's complete, as you guys can hear, it sort of makes a sound and pops out our items. And we can grab those and num down on it. So it's a really cool system, and it sort of makes it more realistic since you just drop your items like it's a grill. But either way, that is our barbecue grill. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that. And it's raining, so let's turn that off. Okay, so to the room, or to the left, there's a room, which is going to be our dining room. It's nicely decorated. There's really not much redstone I could have added in this spot, since there's so many windows and just like really thin walls. But either way, I did add in this one redstone creation, which is going to be lighting, and it is a T flip-flop, so it was kind of hard to fit that up there, I'm just saying. But either way, that is our dining room. I still managed to add in the lighting, and hopefully you guys do enjoy it. Alright, so at the back we have a piston doorway, and you activate that doorway by right-clicking on that button. As you guys can see, it's going to open up a doorway which we can then walk on out of, and we can also hit this button to reclose it. So it opens and closes pretty fast, so I really like that. But either way, this is what the back of the house you know, looks like. It sort of looks weird over here because we have a redstone creation being hidden. But either way, let's go back into the house and take a look at the basement before we check out the second floor, because there's some really cool things in the basement. Okay, so if we go ahead and just grab ourselves a random block or random item, then drop it in this corner, it's going to open up a hidden staircase underneath our staircase to the second floor. We come over here, hit that button, it's going to turn on the lighting system, which is going to light up our hidden area. And then down here, we have ourselves a wardrobe selection system, which basically allows us to choose over 2,000 different combinations of colored armor. And then we have an automatic brewing station, which is my favorite version. It's like the super automatic one where you have to do absolutely nothing. But yeah, I'm gonna show you guys the wardrobe first. Okay, so if you guys don't know what this is, it's basically going to be individual vending machines, and basically when you point the arrow towards any one of these items, you are selecting that item. And then once you have that selection, you can come over here, hit that button, and get that color placed onto your body. So let's go ahead and try this out. I am going to pretty much select a bunch of different colors. These are all very similar colors in this texture pack, so it's really hard to tell. I'm gonna choose blue down there. I'm gonna choose green, so blue hat, green tunic, and then red pants. And we're going to choose maybe like a orange booty. Okay, so once we have that, we're going to step over here, click on that button, and just wait for our colored armor to be placed onto our character. Like I mentioned, there's about over 2,000 different combinations, something like that. And as you guys can see, we now have that armor now on our body. The colors are slightly different because I'm using a texture pack, but you guys get the idea. We now have the corresponding armor placed onto our body, and we can just come back here every single day and get a new outfit benefit each time we go out. I mean, how amazing is that for 2,000 days? Okay, so yeah, that is definitely a really cool creation, and there's a lot of redstone back there. But either way, over here we have yet again our automatic brewing station, which I just love because I know nothing about brewing. Okay, so like I said, this brewing station is very simple to use. Unlike other brewing stations where you have to select multiple ingredients and then wait for the different outputs, on this brewing system, you have to select between 8 of the different main ingredients, and those main ingredients correspond with the potion. So say for instance you want to get a potion of strength, you point the arrow towards the blaze powder to get that. If you want a potion of speed, you point it towards the sugar by simply right clicking, and then it switches up the entire configuration. Yet again, this is going to be using a vending machine system, which I think is just so cool. But once we have the item or potion that we want to get selected, we right click on that button and all of the work is now being done for us. So as you guys can see, when we access that brewing stand, we have our water bottles automatically being placed in there with the nether wart going in, and then after the nether wart has actually created the awkward potion, it is then going to add in the sugar, which will then create, of course, the potion of speed, and then it will output into our chest. I'm going to just go ahead and wait for that. As you guys can see, the sugar is there. And also, one thing I do want to mention is if you download the map and something is broken, that's because this redstone torch keeps despawning the redstone torch that's behind the button. So let's go up over here and just take a look at that. As you guys can see, that redstone torch over there keeps despawning. So yeah, just make sure that's there when you download the map. So we're back, and there it is, our potion of swiftness now inside of our chest, automatically dispensed. Of course, it's not a perfect system, but when you guys download it, you can test it out for yourselves. But either way, let's go back above the ground and take a look at the second floor. I'm going to turn off the lighting over there, and then I'm going to grab another block, drop it in that corner, and reform our staircase since we need it to get to the second floor. Now, obviously, the second floor looks very dark and spooky. That's because I'm using shaders, but if we go up to the second floor here, then walk to the right, hit this light switch, it's going to turn on lighting for the staircase, which you know, changes up the entire look of it. But yeah, let's go back up to the second floor. Straight away we have an empty room. I wasn't sure what to add in over here. Redstone couldn't fit, and I mean, we already have all of the different types of rooms that we needed in the house. So if you guys want to, you know, add in whatever you like in here, that option is available to you, as well as we have a nice window view of the backyard. Now over here we have our master bedroom. This master bedroom is of course quite large. There's a lot of space here for just adding in things. If you want to make the bedroom smaller and add in some more redstone, I would understand. But the light switch also turns on lighting for this room, the staircase, this bedroom, as well as the bathroom on this side. The bathroom has, yet again, no more redstone because you can't really fit anything in a 1-block space without ruining the look of the house. And we also have another window view as well as a working toilet technically, since it's a hopper that sucks in items. And also we have one redstone creation on this floor, which is going to be an advanced creation. It is a hidden nether portal. Yes, I managed to fit it into the second floor, and that's why it's sort of like bulky at the back of the house. Let's go ahead and just quickly take a look at this. Basically, our portal is over there, and then this is why like this section of the wall looks like that. I tried to salvage the look of it, but yeah, anyways, let's go ahead and take a look at our hidden portal. Come back over here, right click on that lever, and boom! Take a look at that, guys. It's super quick, and we now have our nether portal to go to the nether. And now we can just right click on that, and it goes away. So yeah, this is actually pretty useful because you wouldn't want the portal always open for zombie pigmen to just walk into your bedroom and like spy on you while you're sleeping or something, as well as you wouldn't want to have the annoying you know, nether sound always there. So it's really cool, and it basically just uses a bucket of water and then a flint and steel, so you just have to replace the flint and steel. But either way, that is our nether portal on the second floor. Pretty cool. So guys, that's going to wrap up today's Redstone map showcase. If you enjoyed it, please take 1 second to smack the like button. You could also watch some more videos by clicking on the annotations on your screens or in the links in the description. This was Twiistz, and I'll see you guys next time.